Hi there, these comments are for Sakti Bala Ravi Kumar, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL ICT. Welcome to my online TOEFL course, and wow, you have a lot of energy. I could feel it through part A as you were doing the practice. I like how your recordings are very loud, they're very clear. It's very, very good for me because I can give you very accurate feedback. Right now, I've written down on a sheet of paper which lessons, which vowel and consonant sounds you're having the most trouble with. I recommend that you also write these things down. So I think lesson number 7 is the first one. The main thing is that second sound, make it longer. Boat, grow, over, though. Lesson number 9, particularly is the diphthong, the oi, broil, loyal. It's the OE, that diphthong. It's the OY you'll see in the video. You want to work on that sound more. Lesson number 10, generally your long vowel sounds are harder. So again, gate, get, dane, den, blade, bled. So you just need to make sure you're making that longer vowel longer than what you're doing. The same thing with 12, Luke, look, Luke, luck, took, tool, tough, could, cool. The next one is lesson 13, the CH and the SH sound. You can work on differentiating those better. Lesson 15, particularly lesson 15, you understand the H and the W more or less. It's the glottal stop you need to work on more. So, for example, in the word, it's Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened. So that lesson 15, that's the one that you can work on more. I think that's going to help you with your intelligibility. Okay, let's keep going. 16, both of these sounds are hard for you, so focus on both. Lesson 19, the main thing here is the P. You need to produce that sound with more air. For example, pace, pay. And then the second thing you want to remember is when the P's at the end of the word or the B's at the end of the word, the vowel will be shorter or longer. So then if you compare flap, flab, cap, cab, lap, lab. So you have to make sure when the B's at the end, you're making that vowel slightly longer than when the P's on the end of the word. That's also something you can work on. Lesson 23 is the T and the D. It kind of sounds like you're saying a D when you're saying a T. So you have tip, cart, tight, tide, fat, fad, team. And then lesson 24, the TH sound is hard for you. So thigh, thy, breath, breathe, teeth, teeth. So you can work on that one too. So there you go. So basically it's lesson 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 19, 23, and also lesson number 24. Now, I recommend that you go through all my pronunciation lessons at least one time, but focus more on what I just outlined in this audio. The other thing is, as you're going through my pronunciation lessons, I want you to read out loud with me as you're practicing. That also helps you with your intelligibility. Okay, now let's go to your answering. It looks like part B, question number 1. Let me click on that one first. Okay, here we go.
Hi, I'm Shaktibala Ravikumar. I completed my bachelor's degree in computer science engineering with a GPA of 3.33.
when you say 3.33, so when you're using numbers like that, you want to use equal stress, not 3.33, but 3.33. Initials and things, USA, GPA, CPA, CFO. So equal emphasis on all those letters or numbers.
At India. I'm very much interested to pursue my master's degree in computer
I'm
science
interested, I would say interested in passing.
engineering. I'm preparing very much hard for my TOEFL and GRE exams
Okay.
to get admitted into a good universities. I have got a teaching experience of about 2 years. I handled all kinds of students from grade 1 to high school. I like
Remember the word to, ooh. That's one of the sounds you're working on. To, blue, few.
teaching. I took teaching as my profession after I completed my bachelor's degree because I have a great passion and interest towards teaching.
All right. Me too. That's what I'm doing with you. Yeah. Now here's the key. Part of what your pacing, your rhythm is kind of off. So it's not going to be easy to fix this. So remember, don't be in a hurry. It's going to take some time to solve the speaking issues that you have. So do not expect things to be solved in 1 or maybe even 2 months. It may take 3 or 4, even 5 months to help you. It just depends on how much exposure you get to English as you're going through my course. Just taking the course is not enough. What you're doing is you're watching a lot of TV every week, maybe 4 or 5 movies. You're finding opportunities to speak English whenever you can. You're listening to the radio. You're reading newspapers, magazines, and books. Essentially, you're bombarding your mind with as much English as you can right now for the next few months, and that is going to help you improve your speaking, your reading, listening. Many, many things are going to get better, but you must increase the exposure. And remember what I said, be patient. Don't be in a hurry. It will take us time. I can help you, but it's going to take time to solve some of these issues.
I'm very much interested in teaching, and at the same time, I'm very much interested in pursuing my master's degree in computer science.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. So I just listened to number 1. So let's go to your second response to the second question. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Shakti Bala. I'm from India. Initially, I feel very much difficult to mingle with the people here as I was different in accent.
Okay, what you have to do here to mingle, if you're in the United States, write this down, toastmasters.org. Right? Toastmasters, TOASTMASTERS, Toastmasters. I think you should join this speaking group. This is one of the first things you want to do. Now, secondly, if possible, if you can attend some type of church, maybe on Saturday or Sunday, where again, you're getting more English, find a church that kind of represents your own values and things, but make sure it's in English and start going to the church, and you'll get a lot of opportunities to speak English there. Don't be shy. You must mingle. You have to associate with people who speak English. Find opportunities to associate with these people. Think outside the box. What can you do to get more practice speaking English? And find those opportunities. Doesn't matter really what they are. As long as you're speaking English every day for a few hours, that's going to give you very, very good practice.
And nowadays, I used to accommodate with the language of United States by talking to them and frequently chatting with them.
Good. And then say by talking, make sure talking, you pronounce it with a little more air.
I consider for me it is very much important to develop my language.
How about instead of very much important, how about it's really important or it's very important? So you're probably overusing that one expression very much. So you want to show when you're doing the TOEFL exam that you have a wide range of vocabulary. In this case, you have a different types of adverbs that you can use to express your feelings.
Language assent to communicate with all the people
Okay.
freely and confidently.
All right.
Since I'm planning to pursue my master's degree
Again, planning to. Ooh, need to make that longer.
here, I should be very confident in using my language to other people. I should deliver whatever I want clearly and perfectly in such a way that people should understand my thoughts and feelings.
Okay, the problem is part of your tone, when you get to the end of your sentence, you're still using a rising inflection, but that's not what we do in English. In English, when we get to the end of the sentence, you might say, I've been practicing my English for 25 days. When you get to the end of that sentence, your tone needs to drop. Now, I understand when you're dividing up a sentence into thought groups, the tone on each thought group kind of goes up slightly, but once you get to the last thought group, the last part of the sentence, that's when your tone drops.
In the environment I'm exposed to, in universities, in public places, to wherever the places I go. So I really want my American accent language of English to be developed. And I'm trying hard to develop my languages by watching some of the English films.
This is good. Keep doing it.
And some of the famous news channels.
Yes. For example, CNN, maybe MSNBC, maybe Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS. Yes, yes, and more yes. These are all good activities for you.
Here, and I'm trying to develop my language proficiency as soon as I can. Thank you.
Now, one thing you can do that can be effective is as you're doing the TV, the news, you can listen to it or watch it, right? Take notes, and then you can practice re-explaining what you just listened to. You can do it orally, you can do it written, which means you can write maybe 150-word summaries of the listening passages, or you can give 60-second oral summaries of those passages, re-explaining that information. Okay, let's go to the last one here. What do we got? We got number 3 here. So I've listened to the first 2. Let's go to your last one here, the last question.
Hi, I'm Shakti Bala. I'm very much happy to join this course. Now I build a confidence that I can score good decent marks in TOEFL under the guidance of.
And then when you say the word TOEFL, you want to pronounce that the T with more air. TOEFL.
I hereby very much happy good decent marks in TOEFL under the guidance of you.
Yes, me. Who am I? I am Michael. I am supporting you now. I will support you as long as you're one of my students. I'll do as much as I can.
I hereby very much happy and pleasant to study and see all of the notes.
I wouldn't say I hereby, I would just say I am happy to see all the materials you've posted on the internet to help me with my English.
Provided in the 7-step process website.
Okay.
I'm very much interested and continue my TOEFL preparation with you as per your plan.
Yes, now here's my goal. You can probably tell what I'm doing. What I do with my 7-step system is I help you to improve your academic English language proficiency. That's exactly what I do. And guess what happens when you improve your academic English? Your TOEFL score also improves. But my course is not just a TOEFL prep course. It actually helps you to improve your vocabulary, your grammar, your pronunciation, your listening, reading, and writing, and even speaking. So as you improve in those different areas and as you do the practice, I promise you, your TOEFL score will get higher.
I can able to accommodate my TOEFL preparation
I would say I am able to accommodate my TOEFL preparation, not can. I would say it that
and
way.
accomplish my TOEFL score
Okay?
very well.
All right?
Thank you for your valuable information and care upon me.
All right, you're welcome.
I really very much gifted to join this course.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you as one of my students.
With regards, Shakti Bala.
Okay. Now, if you know anybody else that might be interested in the TOEFL exam or preparing for the TOEFL, if you like my course, you can tell them at WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You can just simply put a link to onlinetoeflcourse.com. You can tell them to go over to my website. They can ask me any question they want, and I will help them. All right, so what do we got? I just listened to part A and part B, right? So at this point, I'm going to give you what's called an intelligibility score. 1 would be a high beginner of English. 7 is a native speaker, near native speaker. For you, I'm going to put you at about 2.8 out of 7, which means you really do need to work on your speaking a lot. So you have a limited vocabulary, limited grammar, and you definitely have a number of pronunciation issues. And it's not just with vowel and consonant sounds. You also have some problems with pacing. You have sometimes pauses and hesitations in there. You're having some problems with intonation. You have the tendency to use a rising tone in almost all cases, which is not exactly what we do in English. So you have to get used to the language a little bit more, right? So your focus right now is to go through these pronunciation lessons. Now, here's my one rule I just want you to be aware of. I am here to support you. However, except for the pretest, do not send more than 60 seconds of speaking or pronunciation practice every 24 hours. I have to limit how much audio files that you send me because it takes me time. For example, right now it's taking me about 17 minutes just to comment on this one thing. So you can imagine if I have 20 or 30 students, how long that's going to take. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much and have a great day.